Dash. Rolling deep up in the Edo. Period of Tokugawa, bringing heat of open sana. Watch me, Vivo. That means that you were simultaneously listening. Newborn flow so beautiful, you're crying on this christening. Gators metal souls are not the shining that your vision sees. No, that's the blade that I'm relying on to finish things. Haters think my fighting has deficiencies, but you can have the kenjutsu, homie. I'm just trying to be winning things. Why you fail to understand the plot? A wonderland is not. It's feudal Japan. The story's little loose and a bit hard to understand. Non-existent, you can argue, but it gets crunk as it can. What other anime you know has a flow that Kadesh could leap on top of with no need for an instrumental? Shout out the force of nature, I wouldn't call it a rental. Tribute to the chillest anime around is on the menu. Yeah, one time for the heroes, running from the law in the period of Edo. Rock a vagabond swagger is the credo, but when we get a chance, we might fight some real evil. Yeah, one time for the heroes, running from the law in the period of Edo. Rock a vagabond swagger is the credo, but when we get a chance, we might fight some real evil. Like, I've got plenty of time for grabbing dimes, fighting with the style that's weird to anyone who's having eyes. I've got some strange methods, haven't I? What would you expect when I'm saying I'm hunting the sunflower samurai? Traveling with semi-delusional foo, always new to the rules, don't really pay attention to them. Anybody challenges my flow, I'm blowing through them. They like this, don't act the way that everybody knows you do them. Can't really argue, I hold a cold influence. Just really running from the law, stopping stunting for the guards. After avoiding punching them in the jaw, they always find me cause people say I'm the grunkest one they saw. Gents are what reserved, I'ma punk them if they call. Life's a blast, I'm just having some fun, that's all. Besides, I don't wanna atone for the son of the magistrate. In my opinion, he shouldn't have been in the way. Yeah, one time for the heroes, running from the law in the period of Edo. Rock a vagabond swagger is the credo, but when we get a chance, we might fight some real evil. Yeah, one time for the heroes, running from the law in the period of Edo. Rock a vagabond swagger is the credo, but when we get a chance, we might fight some real evil. Yeah, nerd, crunk. Dash. Rolling deep up in the Edo. Period of Tokugawa, bringing heat of open sana. Watch me, Vivo. That means that
Welcome. Feels weird having to do that manually, but I didn't plug my tablet in and it died, unfortunately. But yes, welcome everyone, welcome. I hope everybody's having a pleasant evening. Figured we'd start the night with something nice and relaxing. Hey there, Sharky. Guess who had snow today? Thank you very much for that lurk, Jay. Okay. So what I need
can't really argue, I hold a cold influence. Just really running from the law, stopping stunting for the guards. After avoiding punching them in the jaw, they always find me cause people say I'm the grunkest one they saw. Gents are what reserved,
I'm gonna have to
punk them if they call. Life's a blast, I'm just having some fun, that's all. Besides, I don't wanna atone for the in my opinion, he shouldn't have been in the way.
That gets Jinx, welcome in. Yeah, it snowed here today. It's actually kind of seasonal, almost. It's still quite warm for what it really should be. But yes, welcome in, Jinx. I hope you're having a great day. I am Magical Hack. I paint minis. I talk shit. I drink coffee. That's about the long and the short of it. No worries, no worries. I endeavor to pronounce people's names correctly as much as humanly possible. Because yeah, it sucks when people don't, and I hear mine pronounced weird almost all the time. Like my screen name. Son of a Savage, welcome in. Thank you very much for that follow. Most definitely, most definitely. I hope you're having a pleasant day yourself. Hey, come on, able to, yeah, there we go. Go Gadget Touch Portal. Go Gadget Touch Portal. Fresh. Yeah, that's not how that's supposed to be. God damn it. Are you gonna fix or not? Am I gonna have to like close and reopen you? Ebus. But yes, for those of you who are new here, I am Magical Hack. I paint minis. As I said, I talk shit. I drink coffee. And I stream exceptionally late at night in my time zone. Okay, so that's not working right for some reason. So we're just gonna completely restart it. And away we go. There's normally not this much scuff. The scuff is normally, you know, slightly different. But yes, also, any questions that you have about painting paints, fucking miniatures and stuff like that, I will endeavor to answer them the best I can. I like seeing, I want to see more people get into the hobby, and I would love if, you know, my community could be the touching off point for somebody's, you know, miniature or painting hobby. I think that would be fucking awesome. But yes, do pull up a seat, get comfy. I need to kind of expand those highlights a little bit, and I don't want to... Okay, so I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go away hair. We're going to take a little bit of the red. Actually, a little bit more of the red. So I'm working with oil paints. I normally work with heavy body acrylics, so basically artist acrylics, rather than bespoke mini paints. Like, I do use a couple of mini paints, but generally not very many. Usually on... Ooh. I think... Okay, so this is gonna sound like a cop-out answer, but it's really not. Because I would say it kind of depends on what image of Magikarp you're looking at. Like, and I'm even talking like the official images and stuff like that. Okay, so there's a reason why I'm kind of tapping rather than drawing across. Oil paint stays wet for days. And if I draw this across rather than just kind of giving it a little tappy, tap, tap, tappy. Come on, you bastard. Right there, yeah. It'll kind of mix on the brush. Do I have one of those? Hey there, Patchwork. How are you doing? I do not have one of those. Do I have one of those? Holy crap! Sharky got scooped for the first. And he was already here. No, not doing too bad. Laying some paint down, so can't be all that bad. Though because of Tuesday, I am a day behind on this, which makes me sad. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we got that down. Yay! Ah, you let it happen. Okay. So essentially what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of blending it with what I laid down yesterday. And also what I laid down last week as well. But what I laid down last week is already dry, so it's kind of going on very much so over top of it. No, I get it. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. But yeah, like, as you can see, like, you can compare... Let's get that kind of into focus. The two that I've worked on thus far, which are over here, and then the three that I still have yet to go, type deal. Like, it's a lot less steps to get, you know, a similar effect. The Oily Viking is going well. I'm actually right now kind of working on some highlights on the back. For the top of like the top. The like high points on the back of her skirt. I was looking at that, and if I can get just kind of like a basic highlight in, a basic blended highlight, it'll be perfectly fine because it's not going to be the skirt itself is not going to be part of the focus so much, but I still want it to look nice. And going to that nice like high highlight and then blending it darker. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, I've been known to just pull it down when that happens. Thank you. The skin is still a little bit too pink, but that's something that I'm gonna have to do closer to when I'm done. And I still have to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do with the eyes. I don't know, because part of me wants to do the eyes like monocolor. That's fair. That's fair. I have ridiculously high ceilings in my apartment, so I feel you. But yeah, I've been known to, when they do that, like, and not even permanently. Actually, no, no. When I was in the other unit in my building, I ended up like permanently taking it down because that was the case. Like well, actually, it was malfunctioning. Like it was one of the like wired into the ceiling models, but it kept doing that battery low beep for some reason. And there was no way to open it up and replace the battery, even though the building superintendent was like, "You can just replace the battery." I'm like, no, can't. It's not working right. But I mean, that unit had a slew of other issues, which is why I'm in my current unit for fucking cheap. Oh yeah. You are just the red. Like in the city that I live in, and specifically the fact that I live like right downtown, anything less than $1,000 a month for a 1 bedroom is unheard of. Hi, Miss Press. And like, I'm paying less than 8 for mine. So, like, they realized I could take them to the landlord tenant board and fucking walk away like a bandit. Because I literally had no ceiling in my apartment. I had the underside of the roof was my ceiling. It was not pleasant and really expensive in the wintertime. Like, I was paying ridiculous amounts for hydro in the winter. And the only time I ever gotten shit from the fire department for it, because like they come and check them regularly, I wasn't even the one to do it. It was my ex, and I didn't even know it had been done, nor did I know that the fucking fire marshal was coming to check them. And when they came, I was the only one home. No kids, nobody else, just me. That was a fun conversation I didn't want to have and didn't expect to have. Yeah, I think having the red just on the edge of that makes it pop nicely. Fuck, I still haven't made a decision about the eyes. Nor have I made a decision about that part of the axe. I need to make I need to think about that. You know, you know, I could hit that with white, then put purple over top of it. Kind of blend that, like make sure it's like a good amount of purple, because I want it to be like super rich. And then put some white over top of that, like on the ridge bits and the upraised bits, and kind of blend that in and build it up so that it like not necessarily like it's glowing, um, but have it, you know, because it's a magic axe. I've decided, and she's a Valkyrie, so I haven't decided whether or not I want to have like her eyes as like glowy white or glowy some other color. Which, I mean, wouldn't be difficult to just like do the eyes and then do and then kind of blend it out. But I don't know if I want to do that is the issue. Also, finding the right brush to do that with is also kind of the issue here. Just use you. You're regiment, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, I think, Mr. Army Painter Brush, you have become an oil rush. You are now a doot brush. Because I need a very, 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 very small doot brush. But we're not going to do that just yet. Okay. Damn it. You know what? I don't mind if there is a little bit of red in there, because there's going to be the purple going over top of it anyway. So I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference in the long run. But would rather not have very much if I do have to put up with it. Oh, the Meowth. I think I have a Meowth. I have at least one Meowth. I gotta have a Meowth. Yeah, I have a Meowth. It almost sounded like I was trying to speak like a cat person. I mean, I guess I could have used a different brush for this as well. But I need this super duper thin. There we go. No, that's fair. I missed it. I just wasn't sure if I had one. It was more of a me thing than anything else. I mean, come on, it's my stream. Of course it was about me. Duh. I kid. So I could have also, with this, gone a slightly different way. And did this part as the Diox purple. Like just a super duper thin down Diox purple. And then wiped it all away. Basically just leaving some in the cracks and then started with that. Like, and then did the white over that. But, like, I'm just looking, like, this is going to be my base for it. So, like, I figured it would just be easier to paint it white and then blend over. that. I just want to make sure I have decent coverage. And this is also why I like super thinned it down. Yeah. You may not be able to see this, but I can see what I'm doing, so that's what matters. So I think after tonight, I'm going to have probably about 2 or 3 more hours worth of work on this to put in order to confidently call it done. Because, like, I still have to do the base yet. I still have the eyes. I have to fix the skin. Which I kind of have an idea of how I want to attempt that. But I'm not sure if it will. And I don't want to ruin it. Basically, it's going to involve me going over it with a super thin fucking... Like, I'm going to need to get it... When I do that, I'm going to need to actually get makeup brushes. Or makeup sponges, rather. Because I'm going to have to go over it with basically a... kind of a lighter version of what I want to do. A slightly desaturated version of what I want, and then go in with, like, then wipe that off, and then go in with what the tone that I actually kind of want to, or the tone I want to adjust with. There we go. I can do the talking thing. I promise I can. Okay. Go. Stop that shaking, motherfucker. No, this is a very delicate procedure. Don't need to fuck it up. Granted, nobody is going to see that edge. That edge is never going to be seen. even if somebody picks like this up to look at it, they're not gonna like angle it so that they can see. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. Yeah. See the things I talk myself into. So I think what I'll do is after I do the varnish, I'm gonna go over it and I'm gonna do a little bit of inking and lining, and I think I might hit that with some ink to add a little bit more definition between these two parts. Like, I mean, granted, they're gonna be different colors, and I'm aiming for a slightly different look for each of them, but still. Hey there, Kitty, how are you doing? That is a start. That's good. Better is always good. Should be a good enough size. Pardon me. You. I mean, English isn't all that exciting of a language. It's annoying. It's kind of a dumb language. But it is quite a boring language. It's fucking hilarious. I was in an argument a few years ago with somebody, obviously online, because that's the only place to argue is online. You don't argue in real life. Arguing in real life is never a fun time. But I was talking to this guy, and I can't remember, to this day, I can't remember what the argument was. It was something dumb. There are programs out there. Another one that I've used is Dungeon Painter Studio. That can be found on Steam, and that one is a lot cheaper. Though you might be able to find some free options, just that are like web based. It might just require a little bit of can. Kaboop. Dungeon Painter Studio. I remember it easily because the acronym for it is DPS. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. Technically, I think that's a backronym. I think they just took DPS and they're like, okay, so how can we make this work as a program title? It's a lot simpler of a program than Dungeon Draft. Like, it doesn't have a lot of the bells and whistles. Oh yeah, like it is a great program. I used it myself. Um I honestly didn't know how much Dungeon Draft cost because I'd been gifted a key from someone else so that I could try it out and use it. I do really like it. But DPS is a very solid program in and of itself. Like, it is what I used for map making for the first half of the campaign that I ran on the channel a few years ago. Yeah, I just want this to end in. But yeah, like I said, like it is another program that I like to use. Like, you can't do animated effects in it. But I mean, unless you're using like a couple of different virtual tabletops, you don't really need animated effects anyway. And importing images is a lot easier, like individual images. Dungeon Drafts thing, like where it excels is like image packs, where like a lot of different artists will just make packs for Dungeon Draft, and you can just like install this and basically kind of install a an image pack kind of similarly to like a mod. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of cool. Oh, there we go. But I mean, not necessarily needed. Okay. Now what I need to do. It's off a little bit more. We're gonna paint some happy little highlights. On our happy little magic axe. This time I am going to use this area. So basically, I'm kind of adding thinner to this to, make it a little bit. Oh, no, that's the cleaning one. There we go. Brush off a bit. Yeah, you got an executor. I have an executor. Like adding your own stuff in? Yeah. Yeah. You can most definitely just add in basically whatever you want. Now, for if you're talking about like enemies and stuff like that, that's a lot easier to handle in your virtual tabletop of choice. Like, so if you're using like Roll20 or whatever, that's where you would do your bad guys and whatnot, or your NPCs, like anything that you want to be able to move around. Yeah, exactly. And like if you have like say a shopkeeper who's always who you want to just always kind of be in that one spot type deal, then I would add that at the map level because you don't need to move them around. But if you want them like killable, then yeah, you would want to do that in your virtual tabletop. Let's that and do that. Need to contaminate that. Well, that hurt. Yes. I used to be a part of their Patreon. I have a bunch of their packs. They do mostly fantasy stuff, I've found. But it is quite high quality it's high quality artwork. You can get some of the stuff for free. I think it's all black and white, the stuff that you can get for free. If you're looking for, like, because this is for your Fallout campaign that you want to do. So I would add in, I would look for like post-apocalyptic. Like that would I think would be the keyword I would want to make sure was included. Um, like they are out there. I've found a few. Like if you look for like modern, like again, like I say modern, but it also depends on like what era you are like aiming for. I know Drive-Through RPG, I think, has some stuff. I don't remember how much it costs through them. Like, there are some options on there. Yeah, honestly, I would suggest almost taking a look at what you can potentially find on Drive-Through RPG. You might be able to find some stuff there. Like I don't know your price range, and your price range is going to be referred to in rubles, and I don't know what the conversion between ruble and fucking Canadian dollar is. So I would not be able to help you there. But like I do know they have some stuff that would be that like would probably fit. Like there are different creators on there. But yeah, I would the modern tag might help you. Probably not with Fantasy Grounds, but yeah, there's that. Well, if a certain individual hadn't decided to invade another country, there would not be a collective pee-pee slap of people who have nothing to do with it. Yeah, yeah, I can appreciate that. I mean, he just needs to get Prigozhin. Just an accidental plane crash. Completely on accident. I'm not endorsing anything happening. These are all jokes. That is the official statement. I mean, that has already been proven to be effective in the past. Though honestly, okay, so I think at this point, hey there, Keenan, how are you doing? Like honestly, I think at this point, if that certain individual was involved in a plane crash, and it was like 100% actually an accident, nobody would ever believe that. They'd be like, nah, somebody set him up. So, it was an attempt. That's fair. So, how is Keenan today? I hope you're having a pleasant evening. Okay. Nice. Oh, actually, I still have coffee in my cup. Never mind. Oh, fuck. Honestly, play instructions as far as many as okay, caffeinating again. As far as any of the stuff that I've ever built, and thank you for dropping that shout out, Sharky. Like, gunplay instructions have been easier than anything else that I've ever had that I've ever put together and had instructions for. Once you have to deal with instructions for like most fucking GW miniatures, like Space Marines is easy. Space Marines, they're simple. A lot of the other shit, not so much. Yeah. Necrons. Literally any fucking elf for Blood Bowl. literally any skeleton. Like, they're ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. I remember painting the Triumph of Saint Catherine. I think that's the one. The one with the 6 battle sisters or 8 battle sisters on the big old base with the casket and the fucking cherubim. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, if I wasn't paid to do those, probably would never have done it. Like, or no, I may have tried, but like, going forward, if I'm not getting paid to do those, I'm not. I'm not. I need... this, but I need you thicker. And we're gonna kind of change plans with what I want to do. So we're gonna have at least the idea. We're gonna push this white. So the idea here is I want it to be lighter at the front. I'm going to try to kind of push. Yeah, there we go. Probable answer. Possible answer. Probable answer. Now, will the answer be... raw materials or lack thereof. I would assume anyway. Soon may the women come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tongue is done, we'll take our leave. Hey, welcome in. How are you doing, monsieur? What were you working on? Welcome in, Raiders. How's it going? That's good to hear. For those of you who may be new, I am Magical Hack. I paint minis, I talk shit, I drink coffee, and I am currently learning myself how to do oil painting.
The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took
I will hydrate in just one moment. Let me finish getting this section right. Back in time once more.
boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go.
Oh, nice.
The wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave.
Yeah, glazing is a fun technique. I know I do it effectively wrong. Well, I shouldn't say effectively wrong. I'm not as efficient with glazing as I probably should be. But I mean... And that's the weird thing with, like, something like glazing. You can get, like... And that's the thing. With like, acrylic painting... Well, even painting in general, because I'm sure oil painting is much the same way. But, like... You can get 2 people in a room, and they'll start talking techniques. And, you know, so long as they get along and don't start arguing about it, like... You know, you'll hear 2 or 3 you'll hear like multiple different ways of doing the exact same thing.
Concentrate. Stab a knife in your back. Let the blood drip. Concentrate. Let the blood drip down. Stab a knife in your back.
A little bit more emphasis right here. Push that back. I'm gonna have to fix the blade a bit, but... Though, okay, not gonna lie, I'm falling in love with blending with oil paints. Like... It's just so fucking easy. You put one color on, and then you put the other color on, and then you do the color into the first color. Like... That's effectively what it is you put color 1 on, then you take color 2, you put it where you want it the most, like the strongest. That's the word I was looking for. Because I can speak. And then you take another brush and you just kind of dab it. And move it around, and it'll just blend. It's just fucking, it's magic. It's just magic. And I really should have done Verdaccio on this. I think if I would have done that, and I would have started with a green, as far for the skin, she wouldn't be as pink as she is. Like, granted, she's a Valkyrie. At least that's how I'm kind of painting her. But I mean, I need to add brown. I'm gonna need to fix the axe, but that's just gonna require me dropping some blue in and then blending that out. Like basically right at the edges. I'm also already gonna be adding some black in. And yes, for the skin, I'm going to be adding a touch of brown, like super desaturated brown. essentially thinned down and spread over so that it doesn't cover up the like ridiculous pink. But just kind of effectively does the same thing that a glaze would do in the long run. And that's just kind of add a like a I want to say tint, but I think that's the wrong word. Over top of. Yep, no worries. Ooh, do I have one of those? I do have one of those. I'm gonna try and catch it anyway. Because it is a night bird. Well, not quite a night bird yet. It's in training to be a night bird. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab my vape. Cat, I love you, but you're in the way. There we go. 44%. That should be. Don't attack my feet when I'm sitting down, cat. That's all I ask. Yeah, now you get up as I'm sitting down. You're trying to kill me, aren't you? You're trying to kill me, aren't you, cat? I swear, you're trying to kill me, and then you're gonna, like, eat me. You suck, Corvus Squire. You suck, Diddley Flanders. Okay. So let us clean this brush off. Honestly, I think the skin might end up being a next week thing. It's probably going to be what I end up doing for the last, like, hour of this miniature. Maybe for the last 2 hours. Okay. Let's fix that blade. Nice and clean. We want clean lines. Clean. Yeah. Like the goal for this endeavor, this specific endeavor here, as I just purple that I put on there, like on the blade specifically. That way, This is a regiment unit, isn't it? It is. We need the smaller one. Basically, make it so that it's smooth. Think we're gonna go with the cerulean blue for the eyes. Again. Didn't quite work how I wanted it to. It's not. Going where I need it to. Who? Yes, you. This one! Brush a bit. Nothing to be able to pull this off. Just need a little dude. The littlest dude. More of a dude than I wanted. I mean, it kind of works. Where are you looking? Looks like you're looking off to the side a bit. Oops. There we go. At least has a sense of she's looking in a direction. It may not be perfect, but it's at least something. Now I need to figure out what I want to do for the knotwork on her boots. The center line and the trim on her corset. Because I don't necessarily want to do that brown. I'd kind of like to do that something else. That will pop with the purple. And this, kids, is why you plan out your miniatures before you start painting them. Then you don't fall into the trap that I'm in right now, where I don't know where the fuck I want to go from here. So let's take a moment, figure out what I want to do. So I think the knotwork on her boots and the trim on her corset, I want that to be the same. The belt buckle, the two little charms on, like the clasps on her top there, and her necklace, I'm going to do that all TMM after I do the varnish. Same with, I think, the highlight, I want to do the raised edges of that. Because, like, I kind of like the purple on this. Like, I like the whole aspect of it being just a magical weapon. But I need to do the skin before I do the OSL. I also need to figure out what I want to do with the base. I think the base I want to do as stone of some sort. But for that, I think I'm going to have to go to the art store so that I can pick up some black of some sort, because I don't have any black oil paint. So yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, I finally got around to buying a new controller. I broke down and bought a PS5 controller. I know I probably could have done with a PS4 controller, but you know what? Fuck it. I had the money. And they work with Steam, so it should be fine. I have a USB-C cable that lives in my computer. I should find where I put that Bluetooth dongle that I have. Because I have a Bluetooth dongle kicking around somewhere that I could use. I could just hook that up to my Dell monitor that I have as my second monitor. Yeah, that was an awesome fucking score. One of the apartments in my building, the tenant had moved out, and I ended up getting, like, the building superintendent was like, "Hey, we need to, like, clean this unit up. Do you want any of it? The door's open. If you want stuff, you can go get it." And I ended up getting, like, that monitor. I got another webcam. I got, fuck else, a rice cooker, Because everybody needs a fucking rice cooker. If you eat rice, you need a rice cooker. I didn't think I needed a rice cooker before getting a rice cooker. Ye gods. Everyone needs a rice cooker. Everyone. Doesn't matter who you are. Okay. Need to figure out this Gorza. I mean... I could do... white. And then red over top of it. Or I could just, like, pile on the red. I think that might work. And just, like, build up the red a bit. I think that might work. Damn it. So many decisions. So many decisions. Yeah, I think actually you need to get put down anyway. Okay. Stuff needs to be actually put where it goes and not just thrown on my cutting mat. Okay, so yeah, I think what I'm going to do, we're going to grab a big chunk of this. Take a little bit of thinner. We are going to kind of build up the red. I already have at least one Plusel. Yeah. The red is a good choice here. I think it's oh. Wait, did I do that brown already? I did that brown already. Okay, I can work with that. There we go. Did do that brown. Okay. Okay, that actually, I like that. And then I'm going to do brown for the strings. And I think that'll work. I think that will work well. So that is what the fuck we're going to do. This burnt umber dries real quick. Like, it starts to dry out super duper quick. I am not sure if I actually like the Winsor & Newton burnt umber. I don't know if it's just a property of all burnt umber oil paints, or if it's just the Winsor & Newton stuff. This shit is a pain to work with. I think I have some that's usable. Might as well as I want it to. Not my cleanest work, I can tell you that. Okay. I have to let that dry a bit. Actually, you know, I may leave the skin as is. Like, I know... Like, it doesn't look all that pink on stream. Like, but that's just my camera. Now... You know what? From arm's length away... It looks fine. Like, I need to pick some stuff out as far as, like, details go. Like, the belt buckle needs to be done. Like, there's stuff that needs to be done. But as far as, like, the skin tone goes and how it fits overall, I think it actually does kind of work, unfortunately. So I'm going to leave it as, like, being pink. Because... I guess it works. I know I'm basically wasting time right now. I'm in the planning stage. I'm still planning a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna let what we have done today dry. So, like, this is going to dry over the weekend because today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Well, technically today is Friday. So I won't be painting tonight. I will be probably hanging out in one of at least 2 other streams. So I'm not going to be picking this back up until Tuesday. I'm going to pick it up Tuesday. My brain is not going to hate me this upcoming Tuesday. I don't know why I was in a terrible headspace at the beginning of this week. Fucking is what it is. But no. So Tuesday, the plan. Because I'm thinking I have at least another 3 hours worth of work that needs to go into. All told. I could be overestimating and it could be like less than that. It could just be an hour's worth of work. So I have to do the OSL, or sorry, no, in order. I have to do the base. I have to do the OSL. I'm gonna need to give it at least. Oh yeah, I have to do the headband. I'm gonna give it at least 4 days to dry. Then I'm gonna need to do the varnish. Let that set. There's gonna be some TMM that needs to be done. Very little amounts, really. I might even actually do the headband as ooh. That's an idea. After I put the varnish on, do the headband as TMM. Do it like a gold or something like that. I think that would be really fucking awesome. I'm also considering putting some sort of runes on her skin. Like basically kind of drawing them on as though they were tattoos. But, or like, as though they were like painted on, I think would be a little bit more accurate. But I don't know if I want to do it. Because I might screw it up, and I don't want to screw it up. I'd feel really, really bad if I screwed it up, because that would be like a big, like... So I do think, though, we are going to call it a little bit early tonight, I think, because I'm kind of at a standstill for a few things that I want to do. And I need to kind of figure that out before I go too much further. That, and I need to pick up some more paints. So I'm going to have to actually take a run out to the art supply store this weekend. Between some of the other stuff that I have to do. So I definitely want to thank you all for coming and hanging out. We're going to hit that button there. We're going to get my happy ass up. Stick that in my back pocket. Hold on. Hold on. Bam. And stick that. Cargo pants. Perfect for carrying shaker cups short distances. Oh, all the ice balls melted. And we are going to get nice and cozy over on the couch. A little bit closer here. Definitely want to thank you all for coming and hanging out. Pleasure having each and every one of you in chat. Let us actually do one of these. Jaboop. And we are gonna scroll down a little bit. Because we started this stream with a nice, chill, relaxed vibe. We're going to end this stream with a nice, chilled, relaxed vibe. Give me one moment here. Because I am looking for a specific tune. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna end out this stream looking for a raid and being nice and relaxed. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and hanging out. Whether you've been chatting, whether you've been lurking, whether it's your first time in or you come over this way regularly, I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, perfect. You know who we're going to go right into? We're going to go right into the Master of Oils themselves. We're going to go say hi to Wapelius. I just saw that he was on, and honestly, if you want to learn about oil painting, this is the man that you should follow. Honestly, even if you don't want to learn about oil painting, this is still the man to follow. He is a super talented person, super chill atmosphere, friend of the channel, and a very positive influence in the miniature painting hobby. Once again, thank you all for coming and hanging out. I know I say that a lot, and I really, really mean it. I will be back Saturday night, and we will be playing some video games. Not 100% sure what, but we will be, we'll be playing something, and I hope to see you all back. Cheers.